The following is an exclusive presentation of Jesup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
And good morning to you. You're listening to the world famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO FM 105.5 on your FM dial. Friday morning, 17th day of May. And Butch Shepard here with you along with Bob Morgan. And the world famous Butch and Bob Show brought to you by Mike Birch Ford, the Women's Health Center in downtown Jesup, also in downtown Jesup, Murphy Builder Supply, and the Wolf Animal Hospital on West Cherry Street. Good morning, Bob. How are you?
Good.
Good. You got all your Wayne County outfit there on, the T-shirt, the cap. We got Wayne County sports team in here this morning. Let's talk about it.
We got Bubba Walker, the golf coach at Wayne County High School. He's got some young ladies headed to the state golf tournament up in Carrollton on Tuesday. Bubba, always good to see you. Get close to that microphone and
just move it to you close to you. You got to be close to it and talk to it. There you go.
Okay. Well, tell us how this came about, because at first we weren't invited, then we got invited. So how that come about?
At the area tournament is where you make your way to state. They take the two top teams, and we finished fourth.
And where was the area played at?
It was played in Statesboro. But we had a qualifying score. You got to beat 330 to get into state, and we had the qualifying score. We just weren't in one of those top two spots. And a process over time through the state committee there, they just came to us last Friday and gave us an invitation.
Sounds good. So
yep.
When's the team headed up there?
We're heading up Sunday, but it was all made possible by these ladies right here at the area. Our sophomore Emily Harris shot 92, her best round of her career at the area tournament in Statesboro, and really put us on her back, and with that score enabled us to get the invitation. But we'll be leaving Sunday, heading to Carrollton, Sunset Hills Country Club, play a practice round 4 o'clock that afternoon, and then these ladies' tee times will be 8:10, 8:20, 8:30, and 8:40 Monday morning.
And how many teams will be competing in state?
I believe there's 11.
11 5A girls teams?
Yes, sir, 11 5A girls teams in Carrollton.
Well, we got the girls here, so we'll let them introduce themselves, tell us your name and what grade you're in and how you plan to do at state and anything else you want to talk about.
My name's Reagan Reddish. I'm in 12th grade. Your turn.
I'm Emily Harris. I'm in 10th grade.
I'm Marissa Mobley. I'm in 10th grade.
I'm Allison Sullivan, and I'm in 10th grade, and I'm very grateful for this opportunity to go to state.
Coach, that's a young team you got there. You're going to have some talent there for a few years.
Yes, it is exciting. And the boys teams are shaping up kind of the same way. So, the boys team's been to state the last several years. We didn't make it this year, but it was just a 1 year layoff, because we'll be back the next couple of years, and then so the next couple of years we should be boys and girls both going to state and competing to win the thing, but it takes an all year investment in when you're talking about competing to win the whole thing. We got to put the time in and earn the right to expect to win when we go. So
you had these girls all year, so you got to be proud.
Yes, sir.
See that progression, where they started from, where they're at now.
Oh yeah. Last year had Reagan was a junior, and these three were 9th graders, and went through some growing pains, and it's a tough game. We all know that. It'll break you down, and there's a couple of ladies in this room who have shed some tears out there on the track, but that's just putting in your time and earning the right to get to where you need to be.
I'll put these ladies on the spot. I know what kind of football coach Bubba Walker is. I don't know what kind of golf coach he is. Is he
amazing.
He's amazing. In what way? Tell me.
Well, for one thing, he takes his time with us and making sure that we've got everything that we need. He drives around on the golf cart and make sure that we have them drinks and snacks.
Not so much on the instruction. That's why I say I'm not the golf coach. I'm the golf manager. I tell them where to be and when text them and where to be and what to do. But as far as elbow in and all that stuff, I got as many problems as anybody. So
these girls put as much practice time in as the boys do.
Yeah. They're constantly out there practicing. I might venture to say more than some of this year.
Let's start with and let's get a little bit of background here. Once again, you're here. Your name?
Reagan Reddish.
And your parents?
Are Mark and Angie Reddish.
All right, and tell us how you got involved with golf and how long you've been playing.
Funny story. So my cousin accidentally bought some clubs that were on the wrong side of the thing. So I'm left-handed, by the way. So he bought left-handed clubs, and so he gave them to me, and I started piddling with them. And then my Uncle Kenny started helping me out with them, and my dad got me some lessons.
And when was this?
I was just coming out of 5th grade.
Okay, so it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Okay, good. On to the next one. Introduce yourself.
I'm Emily Harris.
And your parents are?
John and Crystal Harris.
And how did you get involved with playing golf?
When I was 4, my grandpa bought me my first set of golf clubs. And I really didn't know what to do, but he had a great influence on me. And I started playing rec golf in 3rd grade, and I've played competitive golf ever since.
Okay, well, good. On to the next one. And introduce yourself.
My name is Marissa Mobley.
And your parents?
Teresa Crane and Nathan Mobley.
And how long have you been involved with playing golf?
I've been off and on for a couple of years.
What got you started?
My dad, he's lived on a golf course our whole life, and I used to go out there and steal his golf clubs and go out there on the range in the middle of the night and hit balls.
Just have fun out there, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good. Okay, back over here. Your name?
Allison Sullivan.
And your parents?
Danny and Janet Sullivan.
And how did you get involved with playing golf?
It was 6th grade, and I usually would go out with my dad and brother, and they would actually play and compete back and forth. And I was like, I probably could beat y'all if I picked it up. So I just started playing with them, and then they got me my set, and then I played for the school.
And how long ago was that again?
That was probably 6th, 7th grade.
6th or 7th grade. For most of y'all, y'all been playing for quite a while.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And young, 10th grade, and senior. Okay, and senior.
What's plans after graduation?
Yeah, let's go back. What's your plans after graduation? Once again, introduce yourself, because a lot of folks don't know the voices.
Okay. My name's Reagan Reddish. After graduation, I plan on going to college for 4 years. I probably won't stay at the same college, but I'm going to Coastal Georgia in the fall. But after college, I'll be going to medical school.
Okay, and you want to become?
I want to become a neonatologist, which is a premature baby doctor.
Okay, so. Good goals.
Yes, very good.
All right. So you leave Sunday, you said?
Yes,
Go
sir.
to Carrollton for
sir.
the state meet?
Yes, sir. We leave Sunday, have a practice round Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock, and then tee off between 8:10 and 8:40 Monday morning on round 1. And then round 2 Tuesday will be dictated by how well we do in Monday's round.
So you'll definitely play Tuesday.
Yes, sir. It's a two-day deal.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. I guess the higher score you got, the earlier you got to tee off on Tuesday.
Yeah, I believe that is. I believe that is the way it's going to go.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got places up there to stay in?
Yes, sir. We're staying at a hotel.
Okay. Well, good.
The forecast look good.
It does look good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be
no rain
real
or
nice,
anything.
and yeah, it seems like it's about 5 hours from here, so we'll make our way up there. I just wanted to say thank you to the support that we get from the Men's Golf Association at the country club, and they put on a banquet for us last week. It was great. I know Bob's a member of it, and we really appreciate President Pete Pye and all the guys involved, and they do a great job of supporting us. And Paige McCrae and the golf course does a great job of getting the course ready and keeping it beautiful. That is a true jewel out there, I believe. And we're lucky to have it as a place to call our home course. And we really appreciate all those guys and all the work they do for us and support.
And Micah Feltman won the scholarship, right?
Yeah, Micah Feltman won the OA Hunter.
Right. And awarded. They've been giving out that since 1986. I went back and looked. Kenny Keith was the first recipient back then. So, but they've been doing it every year since then. So
that's the mayor's brother.
That's the mayor's brother. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what kind of young talent do you have coming up from middle school? Because you got positions to fill.
We have some. I think that there were only 4 or 5 8th graders coming up, but 3 of them had 3 boys had come up and played in a few scrimmage matches with us as JV guys after their season, and they've worked. 2 of the 3 guys have worked with Hunter Stuckey for several years and have put together a game. I mean, we got some young boy guys that are really, really good golfers. Antonio Warbay and Finley Burke and Jacob Strickland were the 3 that came up and played with us. They will be in 9th grade next year, and they're gonna Ashton Davis and Tyler Yawn, guys coming back on our team, added together with those 3 guys and a couple other guys that will work hard in the off season. We really should have a team next year to make a run at it, I believe.
It's amazing how far those young guys can hit it.
It's amazing.
Watch Finley Burke and Antonio Warbay on tee balls.
It's just like anything else.
It's phenomenal.
When you put the time in, when you put the time in, like they have, they've earned it. So I really admire what they've done so young. And Hunter Stuckey, we're giving lessons out there, and he really has youth golf and Jesup. He's been on top of it, and he recently made a move to do a different career, and it's been tough. But we have acquired a pro out of Sea Island that's coming out there and giving lessons. Mr. Mike Taylor I've seen him out there Saturday giving lessons.
We had him at the Butch and Bob Show just last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious, you girls, guys have their favorite golfer. Do y'all have your favorite lady golfer that you watch on TV? Do you have a favorite pro golfer that you like? I'm just curious who your favorite golfer is. They're all shaking their head no. So y'all don't watch golf?
It's not a lady golfer, but I do admire Phil Mickelson a lot.
Okay.
And I watch him play golf a lot. And if I ever have something wrong with my swing, I'll go and look on YouTube and see how his swing is and what I might be doing different. I mean, I just try to
You
see
being a lefty, so that's probably smart.
Yeah,
watching
because there's not a whole lot of lefties that are really good, and I just like to watch him.
I got you. How about the rest of y'all?
Well, basically any golfer in the LPGA or PGA is my favorite because they have put in the time just to get there, and I feel like that is a great accomplishment, and I should admire all of them just because they're there.
People don't understand how good those guys are, man. They hit it from the tips and shoot the scores they shoot on the courses they play at. It's unreal.
Yeah. Well, Bubba, you got double duty. You've got a football game tonight, scrimmage.
Yeah.
How about previewing that for us before you get out of here?
It's all learning right now. We got some. We lost 33 seniors, and we got some young guys stepping up and figuring it out. And we've been working every day through the spring to get better each day. And we've had they've had really good attitudes and come out there and worked hard and. Go out there tonight and see how they do in a game situation, and find out who we can count on moving forward. And it's still a practice, though. That's the way I look at it. It's a practice. It's an opportunity to get better, and just a few live bullets coming at you, and and we cranked up the opponent a little bit here this year. No offense to Brantley, but 6A Coffee and Brooks County has always been a great program. So those guys would be a good challenge and a good opportunity to test ourselves and kind of see where we're at. We're excited about to go put somebody else besides ourselves for a change.
There you go. Well, again, we appreciate you bringing these young ladies in. Congratulations on being invited to state.
Thank you.
Everybody in Wayne County is pulling for you.
Yep.
Keeping our fingers crossed you represent us well, which I'm sure you are. I'm sure they're excellent students as well, right, Bubba?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. They do great academically. Allison had some medical issues early in the semester and, got down a little bit academically, but she's made her way back up. And but everybody else does very well academically, and Allison always does well academically, but she had some medical issues early in the semester. I think that kind of got her behind to start the semester, which is a bad place to be in. But I just want to mention that we are putting on a golf fundraiser at Pine Forest Country Club on July 13th, the second annual Wayne County Golf Summer Invitational. I was thinking about making it the Bob Morgan invitation and putting you out front of that thing. I mean, that's you can't lose if you
Coach,
do that.
you've seen my golf game. You've seen my golf game up in person.
So
you know how bad it is.
So it's it's a celebrity.
You know how bad it is,
and
Coach.
it's kind of a little comedic.
I've been begging Hunter Stuckey. Hunter Stuckey was like, "I'm doing something different, so I got to get this golf pro to help me out."
That was too big of a challenge maybe for him to take on.
Yeah. So I got a question for the girls here. Aren't y'all extremely upset and sad and disappointed that you've only got one more week of school?
No. Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, I'm looking for a few weeks off, huh?
Definitely.
Yeah, the seniors are pretty
You got one graduating now. He's going to be walking across
Yep.
the field there at JC Stadium.
Yep.
Yep. Cap and gown, throwing it up in there, having a good old time.
Can't wait.
Yep. All right. Well, ladies, we wish you all the best up there in Carrollton. Have a good time. And as I try to tell every athlete, leave it all on the football field, track, golf course. That means when I say leave it all out there, play your best. Have fun, but play your best.
That's the number one rule.
Yep.
Have fun.
All right. Safe travels to Carrollton and back.
Thank you.
Bob, anything else?
No, I just wish you all the best of luck. And Coach, we'll see you tonight in Douglas.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. More of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a minute.
Can you find it? The JoJo Dermatology WIFO FM Big Dog Country Cash Can. Imagine, if you will, a specially marked can hidden in Wayne County, Georgia, worth $1,055. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, find the cash can. Clues to the can's location will be read Monday through Friday live on WIFO at 7:10 a.m., 12:50 p.m., 3:03 p.m., and 5:50 p.m. Shortly after 5 p.m. on Friday, the clues will be posted online at BigDogCountry.com. Purchase necessary. You must be 18 to claim the prize. Complete rules online at BigDogCountry.com. The Georgia Dermatology WIFO FM Big Dog Country Cash Can. This promo will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM in Jesup, WIFO. Bob, a nice set of young girls there heading off the state to the golf tournament.
Yeah, wish them the best. Like I said, it's nice to be invited to the state event. I said they qualified, but weren't invited at first, but then got the invitation. So it's going to be a nice trip for them. Wish them the best of luck.
Yeah, with three of the four being sophomores. That's great. The future looks good, real, for the girls' golf team there at Wayne County High School.
The girls and boys team does look. I mean, like I said, when those middle school kids hit that high school, I mean, those guys can play.
The guys can play?
Yeah, I mean, they're shooting lights out. That'll definitely help the.
Are you saying that middle schoolers can beat you in golf, Bob?
No doubt. They can beat a lot of people. They can play. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they've all got almost the same scores. I mean, Antonio Warbay, Finley Burke, Ashton, those guys can play. So if they keep progressing like they're playing, I mean, there's no telling where they could take that game.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I tell people all the time, if I could hit the ball like those guys, if I could hit fairway green, I'd play every day.
If you could hit fairway green,
yeah.
But you're like me. I mean, military golf, left, right, left, right.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. You know?
Yeah.
I get the scenery.
You get the scenic route. So kind of like me, scenic route. You know, playing down the fairways for wimps, playing out of backyards and the bunkers and the woods.
If I ever get to the point where I can hit fairway greens, I play every day.
Someone texted in, and I didn't see this when the girls were here because the computer screen had gone into sleep mode. It said, do any of the girls play other sports? Do you know of any of those girls that play other sports that you know of? Softball? Or
I do not know.
I don't know. I wish I'd have seen that question while they were in here because they could answer it, not us. Well, it wouldn't be a spring sport. We know that. So it'd have to be softball. Any of them play softball?
I don't think so.
And I don't think any of them play basketball. So, with them playing.
They might have played volleyball, though.
They could have played volleyball. That's right. They could have played volleyball. But we don't know right now. But we wish them the best up there in Carrollton. Carrollton seems to be hosting a lot of state events.
Yeah. Nice city.
Yeah, got some relatives up there, some cousins. But we do wish them the best. Now, is this the last team, I guess, because we're only 1 week away from graduation to be competing in any state event?
I said the spring scrimmage tonight and the golf state meet. That'll wrap up the athletic season for the year. Graduation's a week from today.
You said the baseball, what now?
I said the football scrimmage tonight.
Football scrimmage tonight.
And then the golf state meet Tuesday. That'll wrap it up.
All right. Now, did you hear something about a baseball banquet or something like that?
June 10th.
June 10th, so it's in June. Okay. I knew it was coming up sometime soon, but I just could not remember the date on the baseball banquet. So it'll be a few weeks after graduation. That's right, 1 week away from graduation for the class of 2019 out there at JC Stadium. 1 week, Bob.
1 week.
1 week. It didn't seem like any of those girls were, upset the school was ending in 1 week. That's the thing about, when you're in school, you had definite start and end dates for your activities. You started in August or September, and you ended in May or June, according to how old you are. But when you're working, Bob, and you get out in the working world like us, it's just 365 days a year. Well, let's put it this way, 52 weeks out of the year is basically the same, except for, days off, vacation, and stuff like that. But it's not like we're going to work for, 9 months and then I'll be off for the summer, or like some of these professional football players and basketball players, and all of them who start a season and end a season. For most people, it's 52 weeks a year.
And the summer seems to get shorter and shorter because, like I said, they get out in May and they're back in August. So
yeah, usually. I remember that one year they started class about like on July 29th to 30th, but usually it's about the third Friday in May, and then they'll start back almost, I'm not sure when, but usually it seems to be now the first Thursday in August.
All right. It'll be here before we know it.
Yeah. Let's see here. I got the class of 1972 of Wayne County High School, which I'm a graduate of. We're having a get together this summer, and it's called, it's not our class reunion per se, because we had our 45th class reunion 2 years ago in 2017, and we'll have our 50th, that's hard to believe, in 2022, okay?
22.
Yeah, but between our 40th and 45th class reunion, we had a 60th birthday party get together, okay, when we all turn 60, supposed to. Well, what happens when you have a class and most of the classmates turn 65? Well, we go from graduating, we graduated as seniors at Wayne County High School. Now we're all turning senior citizens. Yeah. So we're having a senior citizens get together this summer, the class of 72. And to show you how old I guess we're getting, we're calling it a Medicare party. We're going to have an expert in there on Medicare to teach us how to access our Medicare benefits as well as we can, Bob.
It's good to know. Good information.
Yeah, I got that letter from Delane Crawford, who's basically been the person who has organized our class reunions, person who's in charge of organizing our class reunions, and then also decided we agreed to have a 60th birthday get together, and now a turn-in senior citizens get together Medicare party this summer. Okay. Just get together, come in with our wheelchairs and walkers and and learn about Medicare. And also, I remember at our last class reunion in 2017, we had it out there at the Harris Pond House for the Saturday night. We had a Friday night get together at the VFW with peanuts and boiled peanuts and a few other things, just kind of a social thing. And then we had a dinner out at the Harris Pond House. And it was amazing to me around 9 or 10 o'clock, how many of them wanted to leave and go home? It's bedtime. It's time to go home. It's almost 10 o'clock, man. It's about bedtime. But I thought it was hilarious. I was just laughing away when I got that letter a few days ago saying that we all graduated in '72 as seniors, and now we're all turning senior citizens, and we'll have a Medicare party to learn about Medicare in a few weeks. I think we're having it at the country club. Just kind of gather and have an expert on Medicare and, talk about our grandkids. That's what a lot of us do now. We talk about our grandkids. So that ought to be fun. That ought to be fun. Have you ever made any of your class reunions, Bob?
Oh, yeah. I always go back to Stone Mountain. Those are fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy it, And it's interesting, even after all these years, you still have some of the same groups to get together, I guess, because they were the closest friends together when the class has a reunion. But you, Stone Mountain, was that a new school up there when you started?
Yeah, I went to they built a brand new high school my senior year.
So they did?
I was the first graduating class at a new school.
Okay, what's their nickname up there, Stone Mountain?
Pirates.
The Pirates, because we've never played them in anything. What classification? They're 5A, 6A?
Sure, when I left, it was 4 or 5A. It's a pretty big school.
Yeah.
I mean, Redan's right next to it, so they had to build 2 new schools. Kevin Butler, unfortunately, went to Redan instead of Stone Mountain. So.
Well, the Braves looked real good last night. Everybody was swinging that bat, hitting that ball.
Austin Riley's a nice pickup. I said they brought him up. Had a home run his first game. Had a big double yesterday. Looked like he almost hit a home run. But it hit off the top of the wall. But good looking outfielder. So Braves are a fun team to watch. A lot of young talent. And if the bullpen holds up,
that's always been their Achilles heel.
But they're right in the thick of it. Just a game and a half out. So long season to go. So I tell Mr. Jonathan Swift, it's always a marathon, not a sprint. He gets so upset when they lose 2 or 3 games in a row.
Y'all gave away those Braves tickets yesterday morning, didn't you?
We did.
Do you remember who won?
I do not recall.
I have to go in there and look. I had to take yesterday morning off, but did y'all have a fun time giving those away? I was going to give them away. I said, no, you and Bob will have, talking to Jonathan. Jonathan, you would have a good time doing it.
Jonathan had the good trivia question, but I can't believe people had a hard time.
Well, you forget,
4 or 5 people had the wrong answer before we got the right answer.
Got the right answer on that trivia question. And we'll do that ever so often during the summer. We'll have a trivia question to give away some Braves tickets and send folks up there to SunTrust Park. I don't know what's going to happen now, the fact that BB&T Bank and SunTrust Park have merged together. I don't know if they're going to keep it SunTrust Park or put it BB&T/SunTrust or whatever.
I don't know.
But hadn't heard a word on that.
The one in Jacksonville changes every year. So.
What is it now, Bob? What was it last year?
It's a something other.
Yeah,
it's a 4-letter.
Yeah.
It's no longer Everbank Field.
No, it's not Everbank. It was easy when it was Alltel, but they don't. What is it?
AIA. TIAA. That's it.
TIAA.
TIAA.
TIAA Field. Yeah. Okay. That's some financial institution, isn't it?
Which is not fun to, doesn't sound good.
The TIAA Stadium.
I mean, Everbank Field. That sounded pretty good.
Yeah, Alltel Stadium.
Alltel Stadium sounds pretty good. TIAA doesn't.
Yeah. SunTrust Park. That's easy to remember.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, Yeah. But it is what it is.
Now colleges, they're not getting the corporate sponsors on their fields, are they? I hadn't heard any of them. Georgia's got Sanford Stadium, Paulson Stadium up there in Statesboro, but I've never heard.
They all wear the uniforms though. It's either Nike or Adidas or Under Armour, so they all have contracts with those guys.
Somebody says there's going to be a totally new name, and I guess they mean that. Is that for whoever's listening for SunTrust Bank? Is someone saying it's going to be a totally new name next year? Do they know what it is?
Whoever has the big bucks, I guess.
So it will not be SunTrust Park next year. I guess is that what you're saying, Jonathan? A new name for it next year, huh? Okay. New name. Bob Morgan Field?
I don't think so. I don't have deep pockets.
We should know the new name in June. It will not be BB&T or SunTrust. They are currently at a 25-year agreement with the Braves. There is currently a 25-year agreement. Who has a 25-year agreement with the Braves? If it's not going to be BB&T or SunTrust Park, then what will it be? if they already have a 25-year agreement. Well, I guess, will they come up? Let's come up with a combination name between BB&T and SunTrust. Jonathan, you're creative in those minds. What would be a good combination of BB&T and SunTrust? Sun what? Sun T? Sunbit? Sun BB? You know, we come up with a name for that.
How about naming after Hammer and Hang? Just call it Hammer and Hang Field.
Well, no, that don't get your corporate name up there, Bob. If you're gonna fork out millions of dollars, you want your name up there on the park. You know, every time that we mention the park, we're supposed to legally say SunTrust Park, and so does everyone else. You know, when you hear on college football or baseball or anything like that in pros, you always when you mention the stadium, you mention the corporate sponsor with it. It's a given. It's what you're supposed to do.
There you go.
So we'll know in June. We'll know in June. Always about the money, honey. But we'll find out in June what the new name of SunTrust Park will be for next year. But for this year, it's still SunTrust. We are your Atlanta Braves radio station for Southeast Georgia and have been bringing you Braves since 1971. And we'll be doing our best to give you a chance to win tickets to the Braves with Brave trivia questions. And appreciate Jonathan doing that yesterday morning and getting that trivia question together. Well, Bob, good luck tonight. Safe travels over to Douglas for the scrimmage with Wayne County taking on. Let's lay the groundwork once again.
Play Brooks County and Coffee County, playing each 30 minutes each.
Okay, so we play Brooks at 7.
Right.
Take a break.
And then
we come back and play coffee. All right, take care. All right, everybody get in their vehicles and head on over to Douglas for the scrimmage tonight. If you cannot make it, Bob will be there bringing you live play-by-play action right here on 105.5 FM and around the world on our website at BigDogCountry.com. Your chance to win for some free passes to Wild Adventures Park coming up soon here on 105.5 FM. Right now, we're going to take a quick break and hear the latest news from Fox News Radio.